Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Trinity issue 1. So this is a new book for DC Rebirth, so I wanted to review it early. So I have a couple of reviews coming up this Wednesday. Also, be sure to check out, of course, Comic Uno, episode 1. Don't know what episode we're up to. Whatever episode it is, it's annotated, and that will be posted Friday. And of course, also check out Mother Versus. We have our second episode. Really excited for you guys to see it, so we'd love to hear your thoughts. And that's my web show, comedy, one-woman show. That's annotated. But let's start talking about Trinity issue 1. So with this book, it brings back Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman together. So before, we had a Wonder Woman Superman book and a Batman Superman book. So instead, now we have one book with all three of them, which I think works a lot better. So with this book, we have an introduction from Lois, actually. It's Lois's point of view of friendship and what it means. And she invites Bruce and Diana over, and they're able to open up. They're able to say, hey, these are my fears, this is what I want from the relationship, and you see them bond. And it's not just Clark and Bruce and Diana bonding, it's also Lois bonding. So you see, and I love the narration that Francis Madpool has, where he says, I think it was enemies becoming brothers, and then enemies becoming sisters. So you see that between Diana and Lois, and then you have Bruce and Clark just checking up on John and then relating, hey, we're both fathers, let's talk about that. So I really like this issue because it got you back into the friendship. Now, I'm not saying it's an issue that really moves the plot that much, but it does move the plot too, because you have a cliffhanger, which is kind of weird, that we see Clark see himself as a young child because he goes into this barn. So what is that all about? I was, again, a little confused by it, but and I like the confusion though, because it was that cliffhanger. It was like, is this going to be part of the story? Is this kind of just a memory Clark had? I think is obviously part of maybe going back somehow. I don't know. It's interesting, especially for a character building series that this seems to be, about friendship, about learning about each other. It's perfect to go back to Smallville and see how life was, and especially seeing the parallel of Clark and Lois and their son, and of course Clark and his parents. I think that's going to be really interesting. Another thing I really liked was the artwork. Francis Madpool is my favorite artist, and I love the paneling in this book where Wonder Woman appears and you have a big Wonder Woman logo within the paneling. It's just gorgeous artwork. I love the watercolors and just the lighting of the book. It works so well. I mean, I could gush over the artwork all day. But even the little details we see in this book, like Wonder Woman wearing a dress, and then John looking through his X-ray vision and seeing the bat symbol, is like, oh my god, and gets so excited, uses his heat vision and brings them back. Like, those small action moments were amazing. As you can see, I'm gushing over this book. I loved it. I will say, again, my only complaint with this issue was it felt a little short. It did feel a bit short. And also the cliffhanger was a little bit vague. I think I wish they kind of explained it a little more, which I'm sure they will in the next issue. But this was such a good character building issue, and honestly, it's everything you want as an old DC fan with these three characters, with their friendship, and with the added narration of Lois. I think worked perfectly to really show this is not just Clark and Diana and Bruce's book. It's really the Superman family book also, and I'm sure hopefully we'll see more Batman's family and Wonder Woman supporting cast too. But a really great way to start this series. I love it. Honestly, I think this might be my favorite Superman book right now. So pick this up. I gave it 4.5 stars. I'm, again, gushing over the issue. Pick this one up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.